Muñecas, thank you for watching today's video. I'm finally going to be doing the Q&A where you guys are gonna get to know me a little bit better. I know I owe you guys this video for such a long time. Such a long time. I recorded it. I filmed it not too long ago. I think it was right before. Yes, it was before the hurricane, and then everything just, I don't know. I'm so delayed. I started editing it 2 days ago and I hated the footage. It was so dark. I didn't even look like myself. I don't know. I didn't like it. So that's why here I am today, attempting to film it again. So I'm gonna answer all your questions. Hopefully you guys get to know me a little bit better. I asked you guys in one of my latest videos to leave me any questions, and also some questions that I got from Snapchat. So let's just begin. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, let's get started. Janita Plasencia asked me, how is life in Florida with your family and children? I moved to Florida last year. We're actually gonna go, we're gonna have a year here in a couple of weeks. Time flies. Oh no, I'm lying. In the house we're gonna have a year, but we already have a year here in Florida. Yes, we came to Florida last July 31st, so definitely it's been over a year. And I gotta be honest, I love Florida. I love the city. Like, I'm near the city of Miami and I am obsessed. Like, I love the quality of life here. I love that I get out of work and it's still daylight and I can actually take my children to play outside, take them to the park, ride their bikes. I can enjoy being a person from Monday through Friday after work, you know what I'm saying? Like in New Jersey, don't get me wrong, I love New Jersey and I love New York and I have family there and I lived there for so many years, which it definitely has a place in my heart. But I don't like the cold. The winter over there is just depressing in my opinion. Like, I used to get out of the house in the morning and it was dark. By the time I get home from work, like at 5 p.m, 5:30, it was already nighttime. In the winter time, let's not even talk about snow. It's so beautiful to see it from a window, even to play with it for a little bit, but then the aftermath is just, it's not cute. So I don't miss that. I love Florida. Yes, it sucks that hurricanes and storms love to come down here. It's scary, but what I will tell you is one thing. At least those type of things, you get a warning for, and you can prepare for it. Yes, your house and things like that can damage and suffer from it. But like last time we had a hurricane watch, or Irma was coming here, I left and I went to South Carolina and I took my kids to as far as I could from the storm. So as long as it's something like that I can protect my family, I can deal with it. I mean, nature is nature. You really cannot tell. You don't know where you're safer. You don't know if you're safe. You don't know. So look what happened in Mexico just yesterday. Look at what's happening today in Puerto Rico. What's gonna happen tomorrow to my country, Dominican Republic. Like, nature is nature. You can predict it, not all the time. And the way things are going with life, with nature, I honestly am very, very scared. I have been even a little depressed ever since the Irma hurricane and everything that happened. Even here down in the Keys, it destroyed homes. It destroyed homes of some of my co-workers and stuff. I've been a little down. I don't want to say depressed, but I have been a little down, where I even came back home. I didn't have power for a few days and stuff, which is nothing. It's nothing. It's just nothing compared to what people are really going through. But I felt so not me that even this video that I'm telling you guys that I recorded already, I started editing it, and I don't know if it's in my head. I don't know. I have so much footage that I can edit, that I pre-recorded, and I couldn't even sit and edit. Just haven't been myself lately. It's all I can say. And I'm trying to get back on my feet. Point blank, what I'm trying to say is we don't know what's happening right now. It's outrageous. I honestly think that nature, life, God is just showing us that there's so much hate in this world. There's so many bad people that like to hurt each other, that God is just telling us, like, look, you're nothing compared to nature. Like, okay, going back to the questions. The question that many of you have asked me, and I have it here a few times actually, is how do you know so much about makeup? Do I do it as a living? Did I study for it? And what do I do professionally? How do I know so much about makeup, if I may say so myself? I am self-taught, meaning I learned by myself. Like YouTube was like my first #1 teacher, if that's, yeah, YouTube was my #1 teacher. But I can honestly say that I was born with a passion for beauty, not necessarily just makeup, beauty, period. Like ever since I was a little girl, I loved doing hair, nails. Like when I'm telling you, I was obsessed. Like I used to do my mom's nails, do her hair, her makeup. Like I really enjoyed that. And then I also grew up right across from 2 beauty schools in the Dominican Republic, and one of them I used to live there literally, and I would take the classes as if I was part of the class. Like they already knew that I was gonna go every day, and I used to like take the courses and get the tests and everything as if I was part of the school. But my mom actually never enrolled me, like we never actually paid for me to go, but I used to go and attend everything. So ever since I was little and really young, little because I'm still little, I always had that passion, and I had that talent. I want to say I really had that talent. I really liked that. Like I know how to do hair since I was really young. My first job was at a beauty salon with my aunt at the age of 14. My aunt had a beauty salon. She's a beautician, and I stayed with her, I think I want to say for like 2 years. I began doing nails, like manicure and pedicure. Then I started doing hair. I got my little clientele, so I had my clients, and I used to do hair. And I started working at clothing stores and things like that. But then I again started working at beauty salons. So I worked at 2 other beauty salons after that doing hair, and I actually used to do nails too, like acrylic nails and all of that, which I don't even think I remember how to do that anymore. It's been so many years. But long story short, I always had that passion. And then when the whole YouTube community started, oh my god, that's like a hair flying. I used to be addicted to YouTube, watching tutorials, and I always wanted to be the girl in the camera, but I never had the courage, or maybe I just thought I didn't have it in me. But I learned a lot from YouTube. 2013, which is one of the questions also that I was asked, like how did I begin filming and creating content. In 2013, when I had my son Dylan, I was at home for like a year and a couple of months, and just taking care of him and being a mom. And I was kind of bored, like I needed something extra. I'd never been used to just being at home. So I finally made up my mind, and I started filming. My niece actually, Amlex, had a huge, she had a huge part on this. She used to tell me, Tia, you can do it, look at you, you do it better than such and such. Like look, you need to be the girl on the camera, she used to say. And finally when I had that time, I decided to do it as a hobby, and I still do it as a hobby. And going back to the whole professional makeup, I used to do makeup as a career. I was a freelance makeup artist in New Jersey when I was living there. Had a good clientele. I used to do makeup for weddings, prom, for girls going out, clubbing and things like that, even Halloween. But when I came down to Miami, I stopped doing it. I haven't really put myself out there for that, because I do have a real job that requires a lot of my time, and I don't want to. I already have YouTube, I have my job, and then I have my kids. I don't want to be stressed out, and also I don't want to neglect my kids even more than I do, I feel sometimes, by having that extra job. That would be like 3 jobs. So even though I feel like I'm a superwoman, I'm not superwoman. So I want to be sane, and for now, just my job and YouTube, it's good enough. And by the way, part of the question, I guess too, one of the questions was if I've been to school. So like I said, I've been to that school in DR that I was telling you about, like a beauty school that just specializes in hair and a little bit of makeup and everything. But I did that. But I did become certified a few years back. I've never been to an actual like makeup school. I don't have a degree on that. I have taken classes specifically to different techniques. I became certified, I want to say like a year and a half, 2 years ago, so I can do makeup legally, basically. One of the questions is also what do I do for a living, like what's my actual job. I am a bank manager. I work for a big bank here in the United States. I've been with that company for almost 10 years and I feel super lucky. I really like my job. I really enjoy it. I know it's like two completely different things, makeup and a career. I am lucky because I mean my job provides, and I been working for that company, like I said, for a very long time, and I worked really hard to be where I'm at today. I have a degree in business administration and finance, and my job, it's, you know, has a lot to do with business administration and finance. So I am lucky to have a good job. Do I want to keep doing that for the rest of my life? I don't know. I would love to just be able to work from home and create content every single day. Yes, that would be my dream come true. But for right now, my job provides, my job pays the bills, and my job is fun too. Like, believe it or not, I get to help people every single day. I get to improve clients' financial lives, and that's huge. So I do like my job. Miss Angela 1 asked me what is my favorite type of music, and that was a hard question because I'm not like listening to the radio as often as other people do, believe it or not. Like, I know music and stuff, but I'm like, if it's for me listening purposes or singing karaoke, which is my passion, it's like one of my hobbies. That was also another question. Oops. I am very much into old-fashioned music, Spanish or English, it doesn't matter. Like, I love Whitney Houston. If you were asked me in Spanish, for example, Marisela, for those of you that know her, Ana Gabriel, Celine Dion, Cher. Oh my god, I love her. Like, that's the music that I really like. And then now, like, modern type of music, I like my reggaeton, of course. Like, it's really popular nowadays. My husband listens to it all the time, and then it's fun. But if it's just for me to relax and listen to music, I like old school music. My hobby was another question. I think I gave it up already. I love doing karaoke. I don't sing beautiful, but I do like to sing a lot. The other question is, what is my favorite food? I think I want to round it up and sum it up to one thing. I love plátanos. I'm Dominican and we love plátanos. I can eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We make it different ways. We make it as mangú, tostones, just boiled. I love it. And then the other thing will be pastelón, which is like plátanos too, but like the yellow one. We mash it. We put a ground meat with a lot of cheese. It's kind of like a lasagna, and it's amazing. And then let me just keep it at that because I have so many favorite foods, but I love it. And then if you ask me like a type of food, I love Mexican food too. Guacamole is like whoosh. Okay, Lenny's also asked me how long I've been with my husband, David. We've been together since I was 14 years old, so that was 17 years ago. Crazy. He's my high school sweetheart, but we're not married. We've been in love for 17 years. He's the father of both of my kids. We've been living together since I was 16. Don't judge me. But we just haven't signed the papers. I just haven't. I don't know. We're gonna get married, I promise you. We do. I even have my engagement ring and everything. We just haven't made it official. I mean, not official like that, like on paper, but for me, like, I refer to him as my husband. He refers to me as his wife. So even in common law, like, we're common law marriage. You only have to live with somebody for 7 years to be common law marriage, and we've been living together for way longer than that. So we are gonna get to it eventually. It's just that we had like other priorities. Like, first, we really wanted to be homeowners, so that was years back. We became homeowners in New Jersey, and then I wanted to move down to Florida. Well, not Florida necessarily. I just wanted to go away from the cold. I couldn't take the cold anymore. And we started saving to buy another house. And then my sister came down to Florida, and a year later I came. So, you know, different things. We just had different priorities. Like, even freaking vacation is a priority for us, to be honest. Like, it's just a paper. I know I want to make it legal, and I want to get married. Like, I want to wear a white gown, and I want to be beautiful and all of that. I do want that, but we just, you know, it's gonna happen eventually within the next 3 years, maybe we'll do it like a silver wedding, you know, maybe when we turn 20 years together we'll get married. But we're gonna get married, I promise you. And when we decide the day, you guys will be the first to know, and you guys are gonna go with me on my wedding, I promise you. Lenny's also asked me what countries have I visited. I've only been to the Dominican Republic, aside from the United States, of course. Dominican Republic, which is my native country. I used to always go there every time I had vacation. The reason being is, one, I have my best friend and family over there. My grandfather, who just passed a little bit over a year ago. My grandma, who's still there. My aunts. Yeah, my aunts, it's more than one. Cousins, so I have family there, and it's a beautiful country aside from that. And the tourist part of the country is gorgeous and it's inexpensive. Like, if you go to a resort, most of them are all inclusive, and I honestly feel that I eat and drink more than what I pay for. So it's a bargain. So I really like it. It's beautiful. But like 3 years ago, we went to Mexico, Cancun specifically, and I loved it so much that I went back again. So I've been to Mexico 2 times, but I definitely do want to visit many other countries. But I'm definitely gonna make an effort to try to go to more countries. Like, I really want to visit Europe and so many others, Latin American countries, and so many other great countries that I would love to visit. So definitely that's on my to-do list. What else do you guys want to know about me? I think that it's it. I think that's it. That summarizes most of the questions that I get all the time, or the ones that I have actually here. If you guys have any further questions, please just ask. If I don't answer right away, then I will save the questions for another Q&A. What I am trying to do is I'm trying to get David to be in one of my videos. He already said yes to doing my makeup, but the thing is that we never got around to it, but he already said yes. But I was thinking maybe just to warm him up, maybe we can just do like either a Q&A or a tag. I don't know, you guys let me know what would you like to see. But definitely, if you want to see him on my channel, give this video a thumbs up. If we get this video to at least 100 likes, and then I'm definitely forcing him to be here on my channel. But that is it, my loves. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I see you guys next time. Besos. Bye.